Welcome back, everyone. I wanted to go over some breeding here for this 2018 Travers Stakes. A lot of these horses are sired by horses that have won big races at 1.25 miles, and a lot of them have some very deep breeding with some strong horses, and I think it's worth mentioning. So, number one, Trigger Warning, sired by Candy Ride, Pacific Classic winner at 1.25 miles. He's not very deeply bred for this kind of a race, but he does have that sire in Candy Ride. Now, the number two, Wonder Godot. Wonder Godot, sired by Medaglia Oro, former Travers Stakes winner, also sire of horses like Rachel Alexandra, Songbird, a decently strong horse, ran second several times in several big races, so this horse is decently bred to win this race as well. Number three, Gronkowski. Gronkowski, son of Lonhro out of Australia, who was the son of Octagonal out of New Zealand. Now, Lonhro and Octagonal both were very accomplished at the distance of 1.25 miles and 1.5 miles. They hold a couple of records over there, down under. And Gronkowski's grandfather on his other side is Looking at Lucky, son of Smart Strike. Now, speaking of Smart Strike, you may notice that Smart Strike has 5 grandsons running in this race, and he has 1 great-grandson running in this race. So Smart Strike is all over the place these days as a sire, grandsire rather, because he is the sire of Curlin, who is so popular as well as a sire. So this is another connection to Smart Strike on his mother's side, and he's got the Lonhro Octagonal on his father's side. So Gronkowski's pretty well bred to go this distance. Number 4, we have Bravazzo. Bravazzo, sired by Awesome Again, Breeders' Cup champion. With that kind of breeding, you do want to consider him. Hasn't done very well at this distance so far, but he does have decent breeding to run this distance. Next 5, Vino Rosso, son of Curlin. We know what that means, sired by Smart Strike. And his grandfather on his mother's side was Street Cry, who was the father of Street Sense. So Vino Rosso, decently bred to go this 1.25 miles as well. Next, number 6, Meistermind. Meistermind, sired by Bodemeister, who was sired by Empire Maker. Strong at 1.25 miles, Empire Maker, former Belmont Stakes winner at 1.5 miles. Grandfather on his other side, Smart Strike again. So Meistermind also is bred well to go this 1.25 miles. Number 7, King Zachary, another son of Curlin. Bred well to go this distance. Not quite as strong on his mother's side, but he's another son of Curlin, so you got to take that into consideration. Number 8, Mendelssohn. Mendelssohn is sired by Scat Daddy, making him the brother of Justify, a Triple Crown winner this year. So he is decently bred to go this distance of 1.25 miles as well, though not as strong on his mother's side, just like some of the others. Scat Daddy is now the horse that you got to consider as a strong sire, since he did sire Justify. Now, number 9, we have Good Magic. Good Magic, another son of Curlin, out of Smart Strike. Grandfather on his mother's side is Hard Spun. Hard Spun didn't get really too many big wins, but he was competitive in some Triple Crown races, and that makes Good Magic decently bred to go this distance as well. Now, number 10, we've got Tenfold, another son of Curlin out of Smart Strike. The grandfather on his side and his mother's side is Tap It. That probably makes him the strongest bred horse in this race. It's debatable with horses bred this well, but the Tap It gives him probably a little bit more of an edge over the rest of them. I mean, you still want to consider that up there with Gronkowski having the Lonhro and the Looking at Lucky, and then you've got Meistermind having Bodemeister and Smart Strike, but strong breeding out of Tenfold nonetheless. Now, number 11, we've got Catholic Boy. Catholic Boy, sired by More Than Ready. He's the only one that I don't really think is too well bred to run this race. He is, however, he does, however, have experience at this distance. Although it's on turf, we'll see how it shakes out on the dirt. So that's it for this one. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos focusing on this 2018 Travers Stakes.